Okay, so I just went on break this past week and I purchased something like 2, 3 weeks ago and got delivered back in the US a new rangefinder. And it came in this case. It was it's new to me, used from the person I bought it off eBay. And it's the sl2 Voice Caddie sl2 rangefinder, GPS hybrid rangefinder thing, but super cool because I got a version that was specifically only released in Korea. And so, unlike that classic kind of white sl2 with like the wood paneling, I got the Darth Vader version that's completely blacked out, Empire symbol, and even all the like little features on the screen are even Star Wars themed. And when you go through, it does this whole Star Wars thing, and then it like processes, and even like the little GPS satellite symbol is a Star Wars thing. And even when it starts up, what's really cool is it starts up and it says Voice Caddie, but then it also says Star Wars, and then a little animation of Darth Vader shows up and his helmet spins, and it's really cool. So it is used, so there are like a few chips here and there, but the thing works great. Works amazingly. The only thing was I couldn't figure out how to get one of the settings to turn on. The setting where it's like where you're supposed to be able to see the overview, the kind of like scan mode of the course. So let me see if I can get that. There are a lot of modes. Go to demo mode here. So I couldn't get this to show up when I was on a course. I couldn't get this to show up either. The only screen I could get show up is this one whenever I was on a course, but it worked perfectly fine. I knew what course I was on, knew what hole I was on, and all that stuff, and just give me distances as I walked. But I couldn't get the undulation, and I couldn't get the actual hole view. I couldn't like change all this stuff that you can actually do. And yeah. But I figured that out. To get all that stuff to change, at least on this one, I need to let it find the course and set up before I'm on the course. Like, I need to do that in the parking lot, or it just won't work. But if you do it in the parking lot, then it's like, cool, works perfectly fine. You can see all those things, and I love it. Because when I'm walking and I don't really need like an exact distance to the pin, all I have to do is just open up my little rangefinder box thing here, just open it up, look at the thing, tell me, oh, you're 300 yards out. I'm like, cool, close it back up. But if I want the precise distances, I can still look through the viewfinder, and it gives me hyper precise distances, and gives you hyper precise distances and all that stuff. And yeah, it's really cool. And it was expensive because it's an SL2 and they came out last year, and they're still, $600 on the website for the white version. You can't get this version in the US brand new. I think you can get it in Korea for, I think the website said 899,000 Korean won, which is like, I want to say exchange rate wise, it's about $800 USD, 900 CAD, and yeah, and I got this one I probably paid too much. I paid $350 for this one, and then had to pay another like $20. I got $350 for this one, probably had to pay about $15 in taxes and another $10 in shipping, so it was more like $370, $380. But it's useful. This is very useful. A lot better than my $50 one that I got off Amazon like 5 years ago. This one like works beautifully, and it charges. So like it's like I charge this I charged this once since I took it out of the box, and it was just I plugged it into my computer so I could update the courses, and that was it. Yeah, it works great. Oh, but one tip, if you do end up buying an SL2, and one tip I would suggest is getting the app. If you get the app, it makes finding the courses a lot quicker because it uses the GPS on your phone in combination with this little GPS tab that it has on itself. And it goes into something called like a quick GPS mode, and it'll find you, and then it'll put you on the course, and then you can walk up a lot quicker. But for me, it only took about 3 minutes as long as I wasn't like in the clubhouse or on the first tee. It took less than 3 minutes probably, but yep. But yeah, it's awesome. It's cool, and if you play a bunch of different courses, or you go on a lot of like golf vacations, or you're just like me and you just don't belong to a golf club and choose to go to nothing but any public course that will take you, this is a very useful tool. Oh, and I guess also if you're like on a golf team or something. Yeah, it's got all the modes, fancy stuff. Check it out on eBay in like a year or two. I think sl2 has a new one that they're coming out with. The Voice Caddie has a new one called the sl2. I think they've already released that in Korea. I'm not sure if they've releasing that in the US, but yeah, check it out.